Hello everyone, I hope this video finds you guys well. I'm here to lead another half hour of yoga and movement, and I hope that you guys will really get a lot out of this one. I have something really special planned. Actually, we're going to do the 5 Tibetan Rites, and we're also going to have a really fun dynamic flow this afternoon. So today in astrology, or yesterday I guess, the sun moved into Aries, which is the very first sign of the zodiac, which it lends itself to new beginnings. In addition to that, we also have the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. This is where the amount of daylight and darkness are the same, and so again, finding balance within the chaos. And so I have a newsletter that I write every bi-monthly or bi-weekly, and I kind of unpack all of that stuff for you guys. So if you're interested, there's a link in my bio on Instagram, and you can find it on my Facebook also. I'll be releasing it later tonight. But for yoga and for right now, for movement, if you're feeling like you have like some serious pent-up energy, or if you're feeling like you're a little bit on house arrest and you can't go anywhere and you're getting cabin fever, this will be really, really good for you guys. We're going to start with the 5 Tibetan Rites, and so there are 5 different movements, 5 different sets of movements that will be done 11 times each. Okay, so we're going to do them. But I just want to kind of explain them first really quick. So the first one is we'll spin counterclockwise. So we'll get up with our hands out, we'll stand, and we'll start spinning counterclockwise. And the reason why we spin counterclockwise is because we are following the rotation of the universe, bringing us into harmony, into balance with the universe. The next one, we'll be raising and lowering our legs, and this is a ode to letting our root push through the soil. So using our strength, our core, our root to push through the soil. The next one will be leaning backwards and forwards in a camel pose, and we'll kind of be flinging our head back and forward really gently. And this is a representation of a stalk being thin and strong, and being able to move with the wind. So we're incorporating all the elements here. The next one that we'll be doing is a reverse tabletop. And in a reverse tabletop, we're thinking about moving in and out of reverse tabletop, flowing like the river. And then we'll move from upward facing dog to downward facing dog in one fluid motion. And this is like waterfall spilling a powerful current into a wading pool. And so we have air, we have fire, we have water, we have earth element. And so this will get you in touch with them, this will bring you in balance with them, and this will allow you to really tap into the balance energy of the equinox. Okay, so if you guys want to get started, we'll stand up. So find some space, stand up, start with your feet together, arms out wide. We're going to spin 11 times. One full rotation is 1. So take an inhale, exhale, begin to breathe as you move. Coming back to center for 1, 2, find a focal point at the front, keep you not being dizzy. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe you pick up the pace, maybe you slow down, whatever feels good. 9, 10, last one, 11. Come back into the center, arms down by your side. You can ground yourself, take a breath, collect your energy. Take an inhale, take an exhale. And then I want you to come down to your mat. Going to bring your hands underneath your seat, lying down, hands underneath the seat. We're going to do leg lifts, lifting and lowering the head and the leg at the same time. So head to leg, down, up is 1, down, extend, up is 2. Keep breathing, 3, 4, tapping into that grounded earth element, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Inhale, exhale, come down to a Savasana just for a minute. Release your body completely. Take a breath. Good. So from here, we're going to come back up. We're going to lean backwards and forwards. So you want your knees hip distance, feet behind you. You can keep them untucked or tucked, whatever works better for your balance. You're going to bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to go back and forth. Chin goes up and back, open up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, flow like water. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Seat to the feet. Center, gather your energy. From here, we'll move from reverse tabletop to seated and back. And so you might have to come up onto your fingertips. Just start here. And basically, we're going to bring the hips up, head back, swing the hips back. Inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chin in, chin out, 8, 9, 10, 11, come back to center, ground, take a breath. And the last one of our 5 Tibetans will be upward facing dog to downward facing dog. So you can try to make this as fluid of a movement as you can. So find an upward facing dog, or a downward facing dog rather. Hips to the sky, roll the weight forward. Upward facing dog, back into downward facing dog is 1. 2, be careful with your neck, but you can open up through the chin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, rock forward, 10, you got it, last one, 11, come to the knees, sit your seat back to your feet, forehead to the mat, child's pose. Slowly work your way back up to seated. Bring your feet to cross in front of you, or however you feel comfortable sitting. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Notice that there's a swirling movement of energy. Notice your heart rate might be up. Maybe you're sweating a little bit. Maybe you take a breath to side out. And we'll open our practice this afternoon officially to the sound of Om. So take your hands to your heart center, maybe rub your palms, maybe find it still at the center. Take an inhale, bring in all the air, exhale, let it all go. Halfway inhale for Om. Bring your hands to your knees, and then begin to make circles with your chest, forward and back. Moving the energy around your spine. And then pause in the center, switch directions. Notice any sticky spots. See if you can send your inhale and your exhale breath to that space. As you stop in the center, ground down through your root, lift through the crown of your head. Find a moment of stillness before we move. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Reach the prayer hands up to the sky. And then exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand onto your right knee. Pull your belly in. Try to stay centered on your hips. Inhale, grow tall through the crown of your head. Exhale as you twist to the right. Bringing out your internal organs. Creating space to welcome in the new. Inhale, move back through center, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand on left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Stay centered and grounded. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, move back up through center. Hands come down, walk the hands forward. Keep the hips grounded onto the floor. Forehead finds the floor. Breathing into the armpits, into the front side of the body, and into the back side, back door of the heart. Inhale, walk the hands back through center. And then come to all fours. You're going to dig your toes underneath. Give the tops of your feet a little tap. And dig the toes underneath. Sit your seat back to your feet. And then lift your hips high, finding a downward facing dog. And so in your downward facing dog, begin to pedal out your legs. Think about pressing the chest towards the thighs. Nice flat back. Don't worry about getting your heels onto the floor. If it's more comfortable, you can bend your knees and send your hips up and your head low. Inhale, exhale, last breath here. Inhale, draw the right leg up to the sky. Right leg really high. Bend the right knee into the chest. Touch your toes or your nose to your knee. Exhale, kick the right leg back and up. Inhale, exhale, nose to the knee, round through the spine. Exhale, kick it back and up. Last one, inhale, nose to the knee. Exhale. Inhale, nose to the knee, and then gently land the back foot or the front foot in between the hands. Here you are, crescent lunge up on the back toes. You can reach your hands high if you'd like. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, sit a little bit lower with the hips. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, twist to the left and the right. Good. From here, shift the gaze forward and down. Left hand comes down to the mat, hop up off the back leg, twisted. Ardha Shandrasana. Left foot comes down, sweeping the fingertips across the front of the mat, coming all the way to the back of the mat, up on the back toes, knee over ankle in the front, sweep the arms, crescent lunge. Pulling the belly in, keeping the hips square, inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the right hand down inside the left foot. Pop up off the back leg. Crescent lunge or Ardha Shandrasana. Twisted. Last breath here. Inhale, exhale, slowly return the back foot to the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, pivot towards the side. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist. So we've kind of been playing with these shapes. You might notice if you've been practicing with me that this feels a lot different than it did 3 days ago. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Letting your heart and your chest pin towards the floor. Walking the hands back towards you, grounding into the outer edges of the feet. Hands come to hips, flat back, straight legs. Come on up. Good. And then wimmo the hands down to frame the front foot. Press back into a plank. You have an option, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga push-up. Inhale, move through upward facing dog. Exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Take a moment in downward facing dog to allow yourself to open up the body a little bit more. That's better. All right, inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Bend into the right knee, open up the right hip. You can begin to make circles with the right knee, or you can stay stagnant, whatever feels good for your body right now. Square off the hips, bend into the knee, knee to the nose, and then gently land the right foot in between the hands. Flatten the back foot, parallel to the back edge of your mat. Warrior 2, windmill the arms up. So in Warrior 2, your knee over ankle in the front. You're grounded into the outer edge of your back foot. Your fingertips are extended really long. Ground all the way down into the earth. Keep your legs exactly how they are and just think about lifting through the crown of your head. You can shift your gaze over your right hand. Deep inhales and exhales. Good, inhale, exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up to the sky, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Using the right elbow to press the right knee away, opening up to the side body, reaching the fingertips long, inhale, exhale. Good, from here, inhale, come back up through center, Warrior 2, straighten the right leg, pivot on the toes, left toes face the back, bend deep into the left knee, knee over ankle in the front, grounded into the right foot this time. You're directly in the center of your body, your knee is over your ankle. Fingertips are extended really long as if you could shoot magic out of them, which you can. And then you're gonna look over your front fingertips. Good, inhale, exhale, breathe here. Feel strong, feel grounded. This is a warrior posture. It's supposed to make you feel fierce and strong. And then Trikonasana, left elbow comes down, maybe to meet the left knee, right arm reaches up to the sky, open up. Good, inhale as you come back up through center. Exhale, straighten the left toes. Again, inhale, reach high. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist. You have options here. You can grab the outer edges of your feet. You're welcome to bend the elbows up to the sky. You're welcome to interlace your fingers behind you, stretch out the shoulders. Or if you have a bit more of an advanced asana practice, you can come down and do a headstand. Slowly releasing if you're upside down. Good, and then bending into the right knee, walking the hands to the front of the mat, right leg steps back to your plank. Chaturanga push-up or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, move through upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Good, inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Left knee bends, left knee opens. You can make circles, you can stay stagnant, whatever feels good. Keeping your shoulders squared to the best of your ability. And then squaring off the hips, rocking forward, left knee to the nose, round the spine. Kick it back and up. Knee to the nose, round the spine, back and up. Knee to the nose, round the spine, back and up. 2 more. Really compress, expand, last one. Good, slowly. Left knee into the chest, and then the left foot lands in between the hands. Good, and then you're gonna come up into a Warrior 2 one more time. Opening up to the opposite way this time. Knee over ankle in the front. Inhale, reach and lift, straighten the front leg. Exhale, clear the space around you. Inhale, reach and lift, straighten the leg. Exhale, clear the space around you with your fingertips. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, clear. Good, from here, shift the gaze down to the floor. Hop up off the back leg. Good, grounding down, opening up, flexing the right toes towards the face, Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe you have a block or a water bottle here. If you want a little bit more, feel free to grab for the back leg. Slowly come back down. Good, towards the side, open up, Warrior 2, the other side. Inhale, reach and lift. Straighten the leg. Exhale, clear your space with your fingertips. Clear your aura. Inhale. Everything you need. Exhale, everything you don't need. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, fold. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Bend Warrior 2. Shoulders melt away from the ears. Fingertips straight in line with the shoulder. And then you're going to shift your gaze down, pop up off the back leg, Ardha Chandrasana, flexing your toes towards your face. You can shift your gaze up. You can go for the back leg. Whatever feels good. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale gently back. Walk the hands to the front of the mat into a plank position. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, move through upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Good. So keep breathing in child's pose. Your forehead finds the floor. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Good. From your child's pose, I want you to walk just your fingertips off to the right side of the mat. So breathing into the left side of your body. Keeping your hips square onto the mat. Catching your breath, noticing that it feels really good to move. Tapping into this balanced universal energy. Inhale, walk the hands back through center. And then exhale, walk the hands to the left. Keep the hips square. Forehead can find the mat if that's comfortable. Inhale, come back up through center. Take a breath, really let the earth beneath you support you. And then gently walk the fingertips back up. And then we're going to come to stand on 2 feet. So however you need to get there, get there. So coming back to stand, the middle or the top of your mat. Take a moment to settle and ground. As we move through a little bit of a standing flow. And so I want you to spread your left toes really wide. I want you to ground into your left heel. And then I want you to pick your right leg up. So your right leg's gonna come up. Knee, hip, and ankle all in one line. You're grounding here. Feel the earth connection and feel the sky connection. You are the center point between the two. If you'd like to go a little bit further, by all means, you can round over the leg and kick the heel away from you. But no pressure. You stay what feels good. Good. Take a breath here. Slowly lower the right foot down. Inhale. Exhale. Spread the right toes wide. Lift the left leg up. So again, left knee is over the left ankle. Flexing your left toes towards the face. This should create a 90 degree. You can stay here and work on your balance. You're welcome to go further if you feel like you want to. If you're having trouble balancing, keeping your eye gaze on one point of focus is really super helpful. Good, slowly release. Let the leg down. So we're gonna do my favorite posture now before we find the floor. Dancer's pose, Dandasana Dhanurasana. So right hand's gonna come out like you're holding a tray. You're gonna drop your right hand down without moving the hand at all. You're gonna pick your right foot up from the inside. So where you give blood is facing out. Your thumb is facing the back of your toes. You're gonna lift the left arm up. Inhale as you reach and lift. Exhale as you begin to kick. So you wanna kick into the back leg, hand into the leg, or hand into the foot, foot into the hand. Rolling the right shoulder back, inhale, exhale. See if you can find space between your foot and the back side of your body. Inhale, exhale. Keep your head on straight. Keep kicking through the back leg. Last breath. Slowly kick to come up. Good. Slowly release. Stand tall. Take a breath. Good. Other side. Left arm out like you're holding a chair. Drop the left hand down, pick the left foot up from the inside. So where you give blood is out, your thumb is facing back. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Inhale as you reach and lift. Exhale as you kick the hand into the foot, foot into the hand. See if you can find some space between the backside of your body and your foot. Keep your eye gaze on one single pointed focus. Keep your chin lifted and forward. Eye gaze directly over the fingertips. Good, slowly back out. Hands down, arms down. Good, from here, you're just gonna step your left foot back, about 3.5 feet. I want you to square off your hips to the top of your mat. Right hand to your hip. Left arm reaches towards the sky. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist. Flat back, straight legs. Fingertips can find the floor. So the flatter you keep your back, and the more lifted your chin is, and the more you press your heart towards the floor, the more you should feel this in the backside of your legs. Deep inhale, exhale. Find your breath. Good, inhale, come back up to center. Hands come to the hips. Pivot on your toes, face the side. Face the other side. Square off your hips. Back foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Hips are square. Right arm reaches up to the sky this time. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale as you fold. So maybe one hand on the floor, one hand on your hip to keep them square, or you can have both hands on the floor, whatever works better for you. Inhale, lift through the heart. Exhale, hinge at the waist like a door. Deep inhales, exhales. Inhale, ground into the outer edges of your feet. Hands come to the hips, flat back, straight leg. Come on up. Pivot towards the side. You can open your stance a little bit more. One last time, forward fold. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, lift through the crown. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist. And again, take whatever variation you feel called to. And grab the outer edges of the feet, elbows up, head low, seat high. Rocking the weight gently into the toes as you pull up on your kneecaps and your quads. Good, last breath here. Notice any different from the beginning to the end. If you have your hands on the outer edges of your feet, take them out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend into the knees. Slowly work your way down to the floor. Good, coming again into Malasana Squatting Yogi. This is another posture that we've done quite a bit in the last couple of days. And so I want you to notice any difference now compared to the first day that you might have been with me. If this is too much, you're always welcome to squat low, keep the hips high, and just keep the feet open, and that way you can have some space for your hips to gently open instead of forcing them open. And from squatting yogi, you can gently let your seat find the floor. You're gonna come seated. And from here, I want you to inhale, lift your heart and your chest, and then inhale, lift your heels off the floor. And so if we're talking about balance, we're talking about our core. You know, the equinox is the equal day of light and darkness. In our bodies, our core is the center point. It's the focal, it's the lower half to the higher half. And we are the center point of the universe and everything that there is. So really breathing into your core, pulling your belly in, letting your shoulders melt, keeping your chest lifted. And then just 3 times, we'll extend the head, extend the legs, extend the arms, exhale, knee into the belly. Extend, extend, and then slowly extend, little by little, come down, laying onto your mat. Take a breath here, notice how you feel. Oh, scared me. Good, from here, we'll do a little bit of leg work. So, keeping your hips, allowing your toes to come up, allowing your feet to come towards the sky. And then bringing the feet down, knees up. Good. Walking the feet out to either edge of the mat, knees come in together. Let the outer edges of your feet peel off the mat. And breathe. Inhale, move back up through center, really gentle. Feet walk back. Now this time, bottoms of your feet together, knees wide. Noticing your core, noticing how you feel. Taking the hands to the outer edges of the knees, bringing them together. I want you to cross your left leg over your right. And then you'll drop both knees to the right. If this is too much, you're welcome to just keep them uncrossed and drop. But I encourage you to maybe try crossing the legs and then dropping the knees to the right, letting the arms come out to a capital letter T, pulling the belly in. Inhale, move back through center, unravel the legs, ravel them the other way, right leg up and over, draw the knees to the left, shoulders stay square, breathing into the twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, move back up through center. Good, take the legs apart from one another and we'll move into either bridge or wheel. Bridge is feet down, knees up, feet or hips width distance. You're gonna pull your belly in and just lift the hips up off the floor and work on squeezing the glutes and drawing the energy up and to the center. If you have wheel, you can bring your hands behind you, fingertips facing the shoulders. Fingertips facing the shoulders, and maybe you lift up into a full wheel. But by all means, if you feel more comfortable in a bridge, then stay there. Once you've taken your 3 breaths, come back down. Keep your knees bent to allow the energy to pent up. This is our Kundalini energy. This is our fire. This is our life force. Again, your choice of bridge or wheel. Take an inhale, exhale, lift up. If you're in wheel, think about pressing your heart towards the back. Think about pressing the ground away, really opening through the armpits. If you're in bridge, keep breathing. Work on pulling your belly in. Again, gently, gently, gently come back down. Keep the knees bent. Last one, your choice, bridge or wheel. If you have a deeper variation of bridge and you feel like you're, or wheel, and you feel like you're warmed up enough, maybe you go for your toes. Still pressing your heart towards the back. And then slowly release back out. And then gently release the legs. Savasana, arms and legs down. Notice the rush and flush of energy. From here, you can roll. Bring your knees into your chest. Really hug your knees. And begin to rock back and forth. Coming back onto your seat. And here we'll end with a final twist. So your left leg's gonna come in, your right leg will come up and over. Right hand behind you, left arm reaches up. Hook the left elbow on the right knee. If this is too much, you're always welcome to extend your bottom leg. Really pull the belly in, lift through the crown of the head. Good, so feel free to switch legs. If you have your feet crossed like this, you can press into the outer edges of your feet and twist to the left as you lift your seat up and you'll switch sides. Otherwise, just switch your feet, no big deal. Sitting back down. Now your left leg is up and over and your right leg's underneath. Left arm still behind you, right arm reaches up. Right elbow to left knee, belly is in, lifting through the crown, finding a twist into the spine. Last breath. You now come back up through center. Exhale, extend the legs long, shake them out, shake the hands, shake the head, get rid of any last bits of energy that you need to. And then find your mat. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Arms down, legs down, and find your final rest. And as you spend time in your final rest, I encourage you to begin to really tap into the gifts that the equinox has to offer us. The combination and power that lies in mastery over both the dark and the light. How do we use it? How do we embody it? And how can it be of massive benefit to us and the world around us? I close this practice with a namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for devoting this space and time to yourself. As I said earlier, the video now is live, but it'll be up on my YouTube channel, so you can check the link in my bio for the YouTube channel. For those of you who are asking to donate, thank you guys so much. I put a link in my bio on Instagram and in the video on YouTube. No pressure at all. It's just there if you feel called. And I have a newsletter coming out for Aries season, for the new moon in Aries, and for this equinox and this what we're going through as a global and galactic society. So if you're interested in finding my newsletter, you can find it on my Facebook wall when I post it, and I will also post it on my Instagram. Thank you guys so much. I am so incredibly grateful and appreciative that I have this practice, this tool. Please, I'm open to feedback. I'm open to hearing what you guys want to do. Hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful equinox. Enjoy this day. Do your best to stay positive. Everything is always as it should be. I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Namaste.